played. Looking to play on that red just right of the bunch, but got to be careful he doesn't push it on past the pack. Oh, that's wide, I think. Oh, my apologies. It's absolutely perfect. It looked wide coming off the side cushion. Well, he's had a quick look at one of these reds that goes to the yellow pocket. Well, that was another chance. That looks like he's coming down over the middle pocket. And again, Ronnie will not be too happy with that shot. And he's left them all open as well. Now then, Dave, this is a great chance to get back into this opening frame of the evening session. Well, he's only 25 behind, but everything on the table is potable. We'll probably play the green. Concentrate on the black after this red. I think Dave really needs to get this, well, obviously needs to get 12. This first frame under his belt, just settle him down a little. Started well this afternoon, but then was completely overawed. 13. Mason did have a couple of chances, but has to make the most of this.
There, you can see here as well, these very deliberate cue action, as we say. It's no real backswing at all.
19.
Just sort of punches the balls in. Completely different to this man. Most fluent player in the game.
20. It's a prod, isn't it? I don't think the cue goes back about 4 inches. Ronnie's really, really long before he delivers the cue. Of course, with Dave's action that it is, what am I to say? He's in a ranking event final, but it does limit him to limit his shot selection or the execution of them anyway.
27.
You work with what you've got, and work within those lines, and he's been doing it very well for a long, long time.
$33.
Now I assume the yellow passes the brown to the green pocket. It'll just come off the right-hand cushion, left-hand cushion. Just a touch of left-hand side on the cue ball. Oh, that's not a good angle. No, he won't play the pot from there. I'm sure he'll play the snooker. Needed that cue ball to be down the table another 2 or 3 inches. This is risky if he takes this on. Should play the snooker.
Dave Harlod 40.
A good 40 from Dave then. He's put his nose in front in this first frame of the evening. Leads by 15. Still enough on there for Ronnie though. Pretty easy to hit this yellow. I was just about to say, things could happen. He'll probably get a snooker or he might pot it, but he might not have got the snooker actually. I think the yellow's just travelled enough. The question is, can Dave see enough of it to pot it? Or take it on at least? I think he can. There's no way he can get back to the green though. Oh, needs to slow down. If he goes past the black, he could be in trouble. Ooh, now then. And Ronnie's got the perfect angle to drop him behind the green off that side cushion. That's a long way away from the pocket. Surprised he didn't play on the green to its own pocket though. He's played on it to the middle, but good angle just to drop this in I should say, and be perfectly on the brown.
Oh, Ronnie O'Sullivan 2.
They are nasty little shots though, aren't they, those? Wasn't altogether surprised that he missed it. He needs them all. And Harlod needs green and brown.
Could have done a little bit more strength on the green. Good shot. Well, these are always tricky because if you play it across or up and down, the double kiss could be on. He's got to be careful here, David. Could easily leave this green on and lose the frame. Well, he's got the double kiss, but got away with it.
Oh, and a miss.
Well, that was a surprise.
Dave Harlod 4.
And he's going to play from there. Dave, at no point Dave Harlod having the cue ball replaced, because of course it's now further away.
What a pot. Wasn't sure whether he was going for it, but cracking green. And just look where he's got the cue ball. That is one of the shots of the tournament. Brilliant.
And he just needs the brown.
Well, I didn't think he could get there, David, but what a shot on the green.
Fantastic. He's not giving this up yet, Dave Harlod. He's a great battler, always has been. He's battled all the way to the final. And he's going to make Ronnie O'Sullivan sweat as much as possible to win it. He knew he had to win the first frame of the evening, and he has done. And it means Ronnie O'Sullivan is still 3 frames away from winning the title. Great green from Dave Harlod. Pretty good brown as well to clinch the frame. And so Ronnie O'Sullivan leads by 6 frames to 2. Welcome back to Belfast. The players are back out in the arena. David Hendon and Mike Allett with you for the conclusion now of this Northern Ireland Trophy. Dave Harlod, he's 8-3 down to Ronnie O'Sullivan, who needs 1 more frame to become champion. And it's O'Sullivan to break in frame 12. This is his 30th ranking event final. He's looking for his 21st title.
Okay, that's enough now, thank you.
Arian Williams just silencing the crowd, who are even more refreshed than they were before after the 15 minutes interval. Yes, his 21st title it would be. Stephen Hendry still way out in front on 36. Steve Davis on 28. O'Sullivan would be 21. John Higgins is 4th on 18. So Ronnie still has some way to go before overhauling Stephen Hendry.
That's a pretty good shot. Really just looking at the left-hand edge of the pack here as we look at the table. Swinging the cue ball around the table back into the bulk area. Looks perfect. Great shot. Let's look at the colours.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We were watching an interval, the Shanghai Masters final from last year on Friday. Dave Harlod will be attempting to qualify for that down in Prestat in Pontins, North Wales. He's got to win 1 match to get through. It'll be a slightly different setup, of course. No television cameras and not much of a crowd either, but a very important match for him.
Yes, that all starts on Tuesday, actually. Ooh, the white could be close to that corner. No, it's okay. Yes, the difference with the overseas events, actually, we only take 32 players overseas. When the UK-based events, we have 48 at the first round proper. So the higher seeds have to come in and play 1 qualifying match. The top 16, of course, are already there. Of course, we know that Jimmy White will have to do a lot of qualifying this year. Down in North Wales, he had to play 3 rounds to get here. As Dave has played a loose one. Unfortunately, Jimmy went out first time of asking here to Barry Hawkins, 5-3, who's also had a great tournament. Push Ronnie all the way in that quarter-final, 5-4. Now then, I'm just thinking about that poor safety from Dave Harlod there. Could that be his last shot here this evening?
I don't think either of us would be surprised if O'Sullivan finished off in style. Has done so many times before.
Yes, and as we know, he wants to do it earlier rather than later. Touch hard. Played on the red right of the black. He's overdone it. He's out of position. End of break.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 5.
Well, he still might finish off in style, but not at that visit. My tipping is getting better as the week draws to a close.
I think you've been at my finishing school, haven't you? Oh, he's having a look at the red to the right corner, but I think he's playing safe off it, leaving the white on the top cushion. Got a slightly heavy contact there, didn't get the cue ball tight to the top cushion, but it's okay. It's been a lot of frames today that Dave really could have won, especially two this evening, two cracking clearances from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Of course, he now just one frame away from being crowned the Irish champion. Wasn't far off being a great shot. They got him behind the green. Would have had David in all sorts of trouble. Well, he's got options here to get the cue ball back to the bulk area. Well, as always, didn't want to catch the middle pocket, but it's not finished too bad actually. There's no way Ronnie will take one on from there. Won't be overly concerned. I'm sure he'll be looking for a safety shot. Well played.
Yes, his safety's been excellent all week. It's not a facet of the game he's necessarily known for, but he's developed a really good safety game. In fact, there's very few shots, let's be honest, that he can't play.
Fantastic, isn't it? He's got it when he needs it. It's as simple as that. Well, looking to come off a side cushion, dead weight onto the, probably the red on the top cushion actually, but I don't know if he's got that angle. I think the brown is in the way. This is awkward. He's got to be careful. He could leave everything on here. Well then, which way is he going? Just in the table. Not too bad. Well, Ronnie elected to attempt the red to the centre to get on the black, knowing that he didn't bring the white out too far away from the top cushion. It would be fairly safe. Well, this would be an attempt to down the top cushion, but I can't see David taking that on. There's also one to the right centre. I think that one is favourite. Well, see there, that light grip. Unlucky. Wasn't easy. Across the table, across the nap. What a pot. Wasn't quite sure whether he was taking that on, but excellent red. Unfortunate just to cannon into the second one, actually. Might have been back for the blue. Well, he'll need a good pot on the collar here to continue. I don't even think he'll look at one. He's already looking to leave the cue ball safe on the back cushion. He's got to make sure that he doesn't leave that red on down the table there, though, near the left centre.
Green ball.
Playing the green behind the yellow on the back cushion would be perfect. Well, that really is a careless shot. That's a poor shot. Anything but that. He could have left the cue ball in the yellow pocket, not leave that red on. Yeah, I think David was just trying to be a little bit too cute there, and this red is onto the middle for Ronnie. Well, look at that. What a bonus that is.
Yes, ultimately this match has come down to 3 or 4 just careless shots from Harlod. It's been a lot of close frames. It's been closer than the scoreline suggests, but ultimately, if you let Ronnie O'Sullivan in, eventually he's going to pounce. And he has a chance to do so here.
Yes, it was one of those, wasn't it? The safety, just trying to get it too perfect and finished up doing nothing. Let's give Ronnie this chance.
8.
I bet he thinks he wish he could have that shot back again. Black's tied up though. Ronnie can cut this red in and hopefully stay on the blue. And then concentrate on matters down this end of the table.
9.
2 reds round to the pink will go to this right corner. Can only sit and wait. Not sure if he'll get another chance.
$14. $15.
Ronnie's got the angle to split these three reds here, open them up.
Starting to look ominous.
21.
It's like all these top stars, David. They want the reds open fast, don't they? As early as possible. Okay, the black's slightly tied up, but there's enough there. It can do enough damage with the pink.
22.
Well, Dave Harrod can be very proud of himself for the way he's played here in Belfast.
28.
First final in 14 years. He's beaten
29.
one of the best qualifiers, Ricky Walden. He's beaten a player of undisputed class, Stephen Lee. 2 world champions, Graham Dott and John Higgins. The defending champion, Stephen Maguire.
35.
But increasingly, at the moment in snooker, it's very
36.
difficult to beat Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's the world number 1. He's the world champion. He's miles ahead of everyone else at the top of the rankings. And he's going to take some handling this season from the rest.
Couple of good bonuses for Dave, though. You know, back into the top 16, provisionally at number 14, and £15,000 coming his way.
43.
As you said, David, great week for him. But this guy is different class.
It's been a tough workout.
49.
3 matches of the 4 he played to get to the final went to deciders, but his attitude has been very good.
50.
His form, it goes without saying, has been very good, and he's closing in now on victory.
Trying to nudge the black away from the red there, open up that red, and he's slightly out of position. Just wondering where the next red's going to come from. Oh, you can see it. Ooh, we had a little bit. We tried to create an angle there.
50.
And oh, I didn't expect him to miss that one. He really was angry with himself. He got him behind the reds perfectly, but didn't make the pot on the pink. What a lifeline here for Dave Harrod. Well, it looks a little bit straight on the blue, but he has the pink to go around the angles. Again, we've often said, such a perfectionist, he knows that he should have killed the match off there.
Yes, assuming he wins, I'll be very interested to hear what he has to say afterwards, because he has sometimes been downbeat in victory. He was at the World Championship, let's not forget. Wants to play well all the time, but nobody's ever played well all the time.
6.
Well, he's on the pink, but he looks a little bit straight on it. I don't think he can get close to these reds. I would have preferred not to have gone so far with the cue ball, then he could send the white around the angles, around in and out of bulk, I should say. Okay, the yellow is on, but he needs high value colours. Might just drop this in and leave himself on the red on the left hand side. Well, he's just played to play a safety. He's going to open up the black
30.
here. Needs to be careful he doesn't push anything towards this left corner. 41 the difference, 51 on. Someone to push 13. The black safe, and it's okay. Still a bit to be done here by Dave Harrod, but there is enough on. didn't see. I think they'll probably Erin just collided into Dave on the way back there. Just apologise. This looks a great shot. Just going too far. On the people. And again. One mistake, and he knows it's all over. Well, he's played a good cue ball. Has he covered the red? Not sure. Don't think so. Well, Ronnie played that on the thin side for safety actually, so perhaps he couldn't see the potting angle. This frame in the balance, 41 the difference, 51 on. Could still go either way. We talked about the tactical side of Ronnie O'Sullivan, but trust me, Dave Harlod is a good tactician as well. Excellent shot there. He's enjoying this, whatever the score is. Well, not as intended, but not too bad. I think Dave will take the opportunity of nudging these reds off the cushion here. Bring them into the open. Well played. Ah, now then, the first real mistake. He's got the chance, but there's still pressure on these. Stun round for the pink, but just short of pace. He's going to be colliding into this red, and these could finish anywhere. He might not finish on a red here, as he plays a little nice nudge on that red there. That's the pink. He's done that, but has he got the pink? Well, he's missed the pink by a long way. The question is, has he covered the pocket? If he hasn't, I think he has actually. Ronnie's looking to lay a snooker in behind the pink. Well, there you have it, 40 the difference, 43, possible 43 on the table. It's one of those again, it's bite your nails time. Ooh, Has he covered this red? Can Ronnie get through to it? Can he cut it in? If he can, that really is a careless shot from Dave Harlod. I think he can. Well, no, he's not even played it. It was nearly a great shot behind the blue. Now then, question is, will Dave take this red on? The pink is waiting. Might play safe off it. Oh, this is nearly a great shot. I expect him to take the cue ball up the table, actually. Well played. He's still fighting. Now then, does this red pass the blue? Well played. Well, I could have said that Ronnie was a little bit careless there, but he didn't have a lot of option actually when he was snookered, half snookered behind the black. But he might have missed that. Now then, will Dave take the blue or will he play the pink? At this stage, I would say pink. He's got to try and get close to this final red. Oh, hang on. Oof. Well, he might have snookered himself. He's okay.
Doesn't get any easier though, does it? That was danger there for a moment. 33 in it, 35 on.
Yes, didn't play the pink very well though. Should have got a lot more action on the cue ball, bottom on the white, and got a different angle. Should have been nowhere near the middle pocket with the cue ball. But he's got to find another good shot here, a good safety. It could be all over now.
Yes, this is effectively for victory.
One.
And there it is.
As you mentioned earlier on, David, a few frames today could have been altogether different.
Yes, I'm sure Dave Harlod will be disappointed, but he can reflect on what's been a great week. He was up to 14th in the provisional rankings, but there's no doubt at all about who is at the top.
Ten.
Won his first ranking title as a 17-year-old, 1993 UK Championship. He's now 32. This is his ranking title, number 21.
19.
He has played some great stuff this week.
He ended last season as world champion. He begins the new season as Northern Ireland Trophy champion. Ronnie O'Sullivan is untouchable at the moment. He's beaten Dave Harlod 9-3. Really terrific performance all week. He was tested all the way. He had 3 deciding frame finishes along the way, but played well today. It was a closely fought affair. Dave Harrod played his part, but a few killer clearances were key. Ronnie O'Sullivan is the champion. £30,000 coming his way. We have the trophy presentation right now with Sir David Richards, Director of the World Professional Billiards and Snooker Association, and the High Sheriff of Belfast, Councillor Margaret McKenzie. And the local announcer just introducing the presentation party. This is in Gaelic, by the way, if you can't understand it. Here they come.
August Martian, no Dushna Lebrona and
So Dave Harrod's going to pick up £15,000 as runner-up. What a great week it's been for him. 14 years he had to wait between ranking event finals. I'm sure he's enjoyed the week here in Belfast. And there's the silver medal he's picking up. And he can really push on now this season, try and cement that place in the top 16. But there's only one winner. It's the man who ended last season as world champion.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan is the Northern Ireland Trophy champion. Well done to him. Thanks for your company this week. We'll see you for the Shanghai Masters in a month's time. But there you see Ronnie O'Sullivan picking up the trophy. We are now leaving, I can assure you. As I say, Shanghai Masters, September the 29th. And Ronnie O'Sullivan will feature in that. And who's to say he won't win another ranking title there. Thanks for your company, as I say, from me, David Hendon, and Mike Hallett. It's goodbye.
You're on your way back to the top 16 where you belong. I know.